The salvaging's going reasonably well. I just want level 5, but it's such a long train to get level 5, because once I get level 5 I can put a Tech 2 salvager on there, and that's just going to make salvaging so much nicer. It takes so many cycles to actually successfully get a salvage. There we go. We will just... Are you happy to target the last one now?
Yep.
Oh, I'm reloading. Never mind. No, that doesn't really change anything. But...
I do seem to have moved away from you.
It's not like we're any remote repping or anything. It's not a big deal. I'm just keeping an eye on that overview. The moment I see something, I'm going to scream. Okay, we'll agree. The moment we see any other players...
Alpha.
Yeah, we can go to Alpha, yeah. Just go to Alpha site immediately. And pray they don't have a cloaked ship hovering 10k away from you, ready for the others to warp to 10k. Because then they will just land on top of us. Which will be unfortunate.
Absolutely.
I don't know whether it might be worth you heading towards some of these cans and hacking them open. I don't know whether you're using any kind of speed to stay safe.
When we find out where things are on the next pass, then we'll... oh, it is the cans themselves, isn't it? Yeah, I will head for them on the next pass.
I should really be aligned to the safe spot, but you know what it's like. Never do the right thing.
Absolutely. Especially when you're being recorded.
Well, I did the right thing the last... Actually, no, I didn't. I'm pretty sure I didn't. Right, so we target every frig. You call a target. So your range is the one that's...
Nothing in range of me. Are they all heading for you?
Yeah, so far. I've selected a target.
I will move to my maximum range and attempt to come towards you.
I don't know. I mean, it's at 50k. The battleship. In fact, what I'm going to do is stuff that. I'm going to head now. I'm going to head toward you, but I'm going to align to a... What are you doing again?
Adjusting things.
I'm webbed, which is not good.
I need to get to 35k. Unfortunately, this is going to be faster for me to warp out and warp to you.
Don't worry, I'm still alright as far as things go.
I might be able to... Are any of them scramming?
No. Luckily, at these low levels, they don't tend to. But they are orbiting.
Provoke them.
I was about to say, they are orbiting. Battleship's getting pretty close now. Are there any? Is there another wave after this, or is this it?
No, there's another wave. Cruisers, and oh, I am starting to get a few ships in range now.
Okay.
Right.
You broadcast the target now. Oh, you have to pick one that I haven't targeted, don't you?
Yes. He's barely in my range.
It takes forever for me to lock onto the fuckers.
Oh, now they're coming after me. It's time to share some love.
Oh yeah, they've switching targets. They've decided that we want to play with this one. Go away.
He looks fun.
He's our toy. The battleship still doesn't like me specifically though.
The only problem here is I don't know if I can actually hit them.
They are tricky to hit, but we're nearly taken out that one. But I don't think the battleship can break my tank, to be fair. Okay, you call it.
I'm going to have to go with that one because I'm more likely to hit him.
That's fine. I'm cool with that. Okay, I'm hovering around 70% shields. I'm happy with that. 70, 75, something like that.
Gonna try and manoeuvre so I can screw the traversal on this bloke, and then they web me.
Oh yeah, they like the webby. This battleship does not like me.
It's an ugly battleship.
It's a sleepless patroller. Blah blah blah. Meh. Call it.
Oh, he's locking onto me. Time for me to align properly to something now.
As I say, don't put yourself at risk. My shields are now right the way up to sort of 80, 85, 90, something like that. So.
Oh, he has EMP missiles, or torpedoes, one or the other.
It won't be torps, I wouldn't have thought.
They look like crews.
Well,
I'm actually tanked exceedingly well against EM and thermal. For a little baby cruiser, anyway.
Okay.
They're just too damn close.
Don't worry, you call the target and I'll nuke it.
A module has run out of charges.
Okay, reloading.
Reload!
This is basically going about the same lines as my other venture into wormhole space went thus far. So it's basically following the same pattern.
Oh. Time to go hide for a moment.
Well, we're getting plenty of stuff. And the loot, which you don't need salvaging equipment for, seems to be quite good, so...
Cool.
Let's have a quick look while I can. But like this, my cargo is worth 16.5 million, and I don't think my missiles and probe launchers are a significant part of that. Sound good?
It's certainly a good start. There's something cool about going out into the properly unknown Badlands and doing this sort of thing. It is those memories of when we first started and went into low sec.
Oh god, I mean, I remember those days when... Was it? I think I managed to find a 3-run or a 5-run mower blueprint, and it was our first proper cruiser. I think we ended up with I think I ended up with an Osprey first, and then we ended up with a Blackbird. Yeah.
I think we went for it was the hauler. We did a Badger.
Badger. Yeah, but you don't count them as cruisers.
Then a Blackbird. Yeah. Because they didn't have the mining bonuses on the cruisers when we first started. We found that later. Because the caster patch landed just after we started, and that's when a lot of the stuff changed. We still had mines when we first started.
Well, yes, quite.
And missiles actually did splash damage, so, park next to the gate and let somebody shoot you for amusement.
Sentry guns like, you've hurt the gate, time to die.
Absolutely. I shall be warping back in just a moment.
There's only one frig and one battleship left, so as long as you stay out of the battleship's sights, then you should be alright.
To be honest, it on its own probably isn't going to do a great deal.
No, it is always numbers. Always numbers.
I do remember now why I did so well with this ship early on in the fleet days. It just tanked so much damage for such a small ship.
Right, I would suggest to you. There's one more wave, did you say? What's the wave? I know it's got a battleship and some cruisers, hasn't it?
Eight. Was it? No. I will check.
I think it's a mixture. I know there's a battleship in it, that's all I can remember.
Oh dear, I barely even got back in and he's shooting them.
Both of them.
3 cruisers, 3 frigates, and a battleship.
In fact, actually, I've accidentally started targeting the battleship, so I'm going to quickly switch targets.
Those EM missile impacts do look kind of cool.
Yeah, they just don't like you. You turn up and they decide you're new. You're not welcome. We couldn't evict this guy, but you.
You know what it is? It's because I fire lasers like them, and they like having total ownership of the shiny.
You think so?
Ooh, I just realised this nasty battleship has piss poor tracking.
Well,
it can't hit me at this range.
You have
not
fun.
Properly.
Oh, what am I doing? I'm cancelling my... That's the wrong button. So yeah, I'm thinking...
Albeit at 10k it can't hit me.
Aww. And these sleeper drones are supposed to have high tech. Can't even hit a cruiser, for goodness sakes. There's got an armor tank. That's shocking. Shameful, is it?
He's changed target.
Yeah, it's like, I'm not playing with you. You don't play fair.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot that. It's slow.
You're cheating.
Your friend's slower than you. I'm gonna shoot him. Well, these wrecks are... I'm keeping them just more or less under control.
Damn, he's quick.
He's got some EM missiles as well, but... Oh. You go collect some data-y stuff, because the stuff that's in the cans is definitely going to be the more valuable stuff.
Yeah, it's just...
I know.
If I move
tanking,
out, he'll start hitting me.
I tell you what, yeah, let's not complicate things. Let's just take him out. Take out the next wave.
A module has run out of charges.
Let's say there's only like 6 cans, 5 cans, so that's not going to take you long to zip around.
Other than how slow this ship is.
Well, relative to all these wrecks, I mean, you have to keep on top of the wrecks.
Have you noticed now when your missiles actually strike the target, they strike random points?
I'd noticed that, certainly on incoming fire, it seems to hit random points. Or at least vaguely random points, anyway. Well, it's certainly got some shields, hasn't it? But then there do seem to be more shields than armour, these things, anyway.
Yes.
How many missiles have I actually got left? Wow, I've nearly got through half my missile supply. I'll have enough, basically, yeah.
How many did you bring?
2,000. I've got 1,100 left. So yeah, I will have half, because obviously I filled up the launchers and then put 2,000 in the bay. So yeah, I've got enough for this encounter, but I couldn't do another site.
We'll have to see if we can convince Mido to come next time.
Well, We'll probably have an easier job convincing him to come if we survive.
Shh! Don't ruin it.
Yeah, surviving is an important factor in that persuasion. Shields are holding, as I expect them to do. Cargo hold, oh my god, 80 million. 80 million ISK worth in my cargo hold.
Cool.
This, if we survive and get back home, has been quite profitable. Now,
It works for me.
obviously, there is still a risk, and we haven't even hacked open these cargo cans, which theoretically should have even more valuable cargo. So let's just see if we can.
Well, I will pick up a prophecy and equip that for the next one, because it effectively works out that it's this ship on steroids. I dual repped one of those repeatedly. It actually worked extremely well in PvP with a dual rep, without needing cap injectors either.
Where's all the money coming from? Oh my god. Melted nano ribbons. 11 melted nano ribbons. That's where all the money's coming from.
Well, to be honest, since you seem to get more time on this at the minute than me, do you want me to hand you all the loot and then you can process accordingly?
What do you mean as far as figuring out division and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do. Bear in mind that I'm just using what it says that it's worth. I'm not doing research.
I know.
Okay, we've just about got its shields down.
Yeah,
this is the problem I had the last time. As my viewers will know, I pretty much gave up on trying to break the tank and just warped out to my doom. I warped away from out of the frying pan into the fire, basically.
Why is it I have this image from the Simpsons movie of the rock and the hard place?
Oh, absolutely rocking a hard place. Go! 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 Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm getting 500 a hit now. Now it's shields have gone.
1500 in, pretty much. So yeah, you call the what's the? I suppose this is the last wave, isn't it? Next. So
yes.
You just call whatever targets you're in range of, because my missile. I don't know. Actually, then again, what are my missiles' range? I actually don't know. It's like in the 60s, 70s, something like that, and my targeting range is about that. So.
Right, I'm aligning.
Call it. Okay, cool. I should really start targeting things.
And everything's shooting me.
They like you.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's just untarget that and target that. Head toward that.
Wow, that's an impressive amount of
None
damage.
of them are locked onto me. They're not even yellow. They literally have just completely and utterly ignored me. Just be very careful and don't take any risks.
Oh, I won't be here long.
Okay, I'm gonna pick
There
up.
goes pass one.
Okay, I'm gonna hook on to the hell, why did I unlock? Wow.
Why did you?
I don't know. I'm aligning to safe spot Alpha. Jeez, okay, they got me down to 60% quite quickly. I just want to take out one of them. Okay, I'm down, I'm hovering around 60. 55. 50.
Do we need to have a second run?
Yeah, I might. But bear in mind, they're not down to... I wait until I get to a third and then I go.
Yeah, that's normally where I aim for.
Because I mean, that's when your shields are at maximum recharge, so... Oh, come on, kill it. Yes, I killed one.
Well, one down.
Right, I'm warping out.
I'll meet you at Alpha.
Yeah, that's where I've headed. It's a shame I can't target Alpha in the overview. I've got to kind of have the window open and targeting.
I tend to align to planets.
Yeah, it's just easier because you can physically see them. It's a shame you can't see bookmarks.
If we do a fleet... Hello! If we do a fleet warping...
No, let me warp... But then again, they just target newcomers anyway, don't they?
Yeah, they don't give a crap. They just like my shiny ship.
Okay, I'm aligning to the mag site now. Don't warp yet, because I'm obviously not fully charged up. In fact, actually, geez, I think I must have killed that cruiser with my last volley. I'm reloaded max now. Didn't even ask it to do that. Okay, I'm 87% shield. You warp when you're ready, 88. 89. Chug, 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 chug.
What I'm concerned about is when we warped in separately last time, we arrived at different points. So if we fleet warp and we're both aligned, we should arrive simultaneously at the same place.
Yeah, theoretically.
Theoretically. Theory's a wonderful thing.
But I don't know where the enemies have drifted to in our combat. Do you know what I mean? I'm at 94%, so just whenever you're ready, mate.
Completely different place to where we want them to be. That's
well, to be honest, I don't personally mind if they are reasonably far away. We can target the frigs and take them out because the webbers pee me off. Come on, I'm 97% here.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm just trying to figure out why I haven't got a fleet warp to option to a bookmark. Oh, sod it. It's just warp in. Pick a range.
0?
Yeah, that'll do. Warp at 0.
In fact, that probably wasn't a good idea. What we should, future reason, why I don't think 0 is a good idea, because that's the exact location that everyone else can warp to. If you warp to 100, from this direction, it's not as certain that other people can warp on top of you unless they've got a cloaked frig. So future reference, never warp to 0.
Perfectly valid point.
Oh, but where are they all? Oh, the site's unspawned. Damn.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna bookmark.
The cans have gone as well.
Yeah, we basically missed out. I'm gonna salvage the rest of these wrecks. I think it's because I must be because we both warped out and we triggered the site recently. Do you want to check the wormhole and see how clear it is, if at all? Just warp to that 200 slot while I carry on salvaging.
Yep.
Okay. Save location. Wreck. And as I say, make sure you get to that bloody... that 200 kilometre one. And get the fuck out of there if there's somebody waiting. So yeah, I'm just...
Back in the old days, sites, even rat spawns, used to randomly unspawn for no reason.
Yeah, I'm guessing that we just, with us warping out and having activated it, for want of a better word, I'm guessing it just decided, well, you're done, tough. My cargo is worth 80, still worth 80. It's those melted nano ribbons. They're worth 76 million.
I tell you what I'll do.
7 million each. Fuck.
I will put a probe on the gate, like a good Boy Scout.
I don't know whether these probes can detect ships.
Oh, don't ruin it.
Sorry.
Mr. Negative.
Well, in fact, dropping probes now might just alert people if they've got scanners. I don't know. I don't know exactly how it would work.
I've found a cosmic signature, if it makes you feel any better, that ID's IVF. Insert joke here.
not as useful. Is the wormhole clear? I didn't.
Yes,
actually.
it was clear.
Okay, I'm going to salvage these wrecks, and then we're going to get out of here.
Do you want me to hover just off from the wormhole?
No, I would say your safest place is one of the safe spots pick Alpha Site because we don't think that that's been compromised, but it might be. You never know. And just align. Tell you what, go to Alpha Site, align to Beta Site, and then just wait. And if
You
anyone,
got an afterburner on there.
you are me? No, unfortunately, it was one of the things that I didn't have on this kit. It was part mistake, part plan. Sure.
Does that make it a plate?
It means that I'll pretend that I decided to prioritize my tank rather than forgetting that, well, that was the other thing I needed in my mid slot.
Well, in hindsight, that extra tank was beneficial.
Yes, I mean, I probably would have had to have warped out at exactly the same point as before, to be fair. It wasn't a huge amount extra. So basically, if we get back, in theory, oh, my the 94 million worth.